we have three beautiful people in the wings that I am so excited to bring on to it. These are new all-stars, guys. These are new all-stars, and you need to hear their stories. I private messaged them. I said, I need everybody to hear your story tonight. So I'm going to bring all three of them on. We're going to have all four of us on here in just a second. But let's please bring to the stage, we have Angela Hicks and Eboni Marie and Ashley Miller. Good to see you, ladies. Everybody just wave for me real quick. The reason I brought these beautiful ladies on today was because they posted their scripts and some interesting things happened. Okay. Now it's so interesting. Remember, I tell you that 100% of the time when you post your script, you will push through the fear, and 100% of the time you will push through that fear, and you will realize, I could do this. This is amazing. I never thought I could, but yet I can. And you can always remember that moment, how shaky you were feeling to push the, post, and yet you did it anyway. You felt the fear, you did it anyway. So that's 100% of the way that you can get success with your script. Absolutely. Also, some people sign up students, and some people, when they don't sign up students, they feel like a little bit of a letdown, like, well, Joy talked about I could get students. I didn't get students. I'm going to bring on these three ladies that tell you, guess what? It's not the end when you post your script and you don't get signups. These ladies are here to talk about it. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to start first with, let's go ahead and start first with let me see. I'm looking through your stories. I just want to make sure we start with maybe the one that, let's do Angela. Let's start with you, my friend. All right. So go ahead and unmute. Angela, how are you?
I'm really excited, Joy, to be here and be an all-star. I'm just so excited about it.
So Angela, where were you? Like, let's go back for a second. When did you hear about me?
It was, I believe, in July of this year. End of July. Yeah.
Nice. Okay, couple months. And so you've been hanging out in the wings, hanging out in the free group. Can we clarify? Because some people are brand new to the free group, and they think this is how we always are. They think that we're just going live every night, that we just got massive comments and help. Tell me what the free group feels like in July, August, and September.
So the free group, there wasn't much going on, so we didn't have the lives. I did have the book. So, but that's all I had was the book. So I just continued to read the book. I looked around in the free group, looking for information. So I found a few videos and I watched that, but it was not the support that we're getting now. So
I appreciate that. And I'm gonna share my screen at the end of this, and we're gonna see what happens during the launch and then what happens during the non-launch. It's just dead. It's awesome. Okay, so that's where you came in. Thank you for clarifying that. But what was your life like tell me what your life was like right before this challenge.
Before this challenge, I was a first-year teacher, and I moved from Missouri to the Chicagoland area. So I taught for 1 year as a special education teacher. And then in May, I decided I didn't want to do that anymore because I did not have the support. I'm smart enough to do it, but you really need to have the support and mentorship in order to keep going. So all through the summer, I was trying to change my mindset. What can I do differently? And every time I tried to fill out the application, all my mentors kept encouraging me and saying, you can do it. You got this. You're great at teaching. I'm like, yes, but I can't go through that. The paperwork and all the stuff that goes on in schools. And so I just continue to pray and just seek God about what is my next move. And I said, okay, I'm going to go ahead and apply. I found a school that I thought I wanted to apply for, and I filled out half the application. And what happened, I'm going to hurry up and make this quick. My husband, my aunt passed away. And we were going to her funeral, and on the way, all of my children got sick. I got sick, and my husband got sick. My husband ended up in a hospital with COVID. Oh, I couldn't believe it. So I'm there as a mom, like, okay, so I got to pick up the children. I have to drop them off, as well as, okay, now who's going to pay the bills? Because now he's there. I don't know the outcome. So I prayed, and I asked God, how did he want me to do? I can't do this no more. Right. I can't go to work and not be available to my children or my family. That's not an option for me. Yep. And so God led me to Joy's book. And I just, honestly, I was kind of sad and depressed and had a lot of anxiety before. But when I got your book, I got my joy back. Come on, I got my joy back. And so I don't want to go churchy on you all, but I just really thank and I praise God for answering me. And I feel like this is the way in which I should go.
Yeah.
And so that was my life before.
That's beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. And how is your husband now?
Oh, he's fine. We're actually at a pastor conference and he's in there. He's texting me, "Are you done yet?" I'm like, "I'm on my way back." So he's doing really well.
That's awesome.
But as a wife, I want to have enough money to provide for my family and have some left over for me. And it has not been that way. And I'm tired.
Yeah, I get you. I get you. So you decided, you know what? Not going to sign that contract, not going to send it in, right?
Right.
Okay. So you came in, you finally started the challenge. Now you posted your script. And
I did.
Were you a little bit scared to post it?
I was not as afraid to post it. Okay. I was worried about the teachers in education that have mentored me.
Sure.
I was worried about what they would think about me, but I didn't really care. I just posted it. I'm like, I'm going to go by faith and posted it. And I did that. But what I didn't do, I didn't post it to our city's page, which is what I needed to do initially.
Okay.
Because that's where I live. But most of my friends are back in Missouri.
Sure. Well, you can always do that. You can always repeat it. So that's the cool thing. Yeah. Here's why I wanted to bring Angela on. Okay. And I saw this comment come through. I was like, oh, what a beautiful story. So sometimes we think it's all about the signups, you know, and when we don't get the sign up, we get frustrated. But like I said, it's like a boomerang. You send stuff out there, you never know when it's going to come back. Okay. Or when somebody's going to bring you a big old box of boomerangs. I don't know. It's kind of a funny analogy, but like, hey, I got 5 friends. We want to do this. You never know. So you posted your script, you put it out there, and you didn't get any signups. How were you feeling? No signups.
I was feeling like kind of down, to be honest with you. I was down, but I was trying to stay positive. But the reality is I don't have the signups and I don't have the money.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. Yeah. So, you know, it's an excitement and you want to like stay hopeful, but there still is legit. I totally feel that. So then, but you were like, you know what? I really want to join Joy's programs. You know, we need the income to be able to get into that, you know, and how can I get the money? I loved you thought, how do I get the money? It wasn't, I don't have the money. How do I get the money? And so you know, you had a conversation. Go ahead and just in a real quick, let us know what happened at that moment.
Okay. So I took Joy's advice and I asked my brain, how can I get the money, honestly? And that really did help. So if you're thinking about that, please do that. And when I asked, how could I get the money on the morning of October 11th, the day of the celebration, I didn't have any money. And I texted my mother early because I wanted to ask her if she had any inheritance for me. And if she had it, would she please give me $600 of it now? And that's what I wanted with her. But I didn't get to have that conversation because she was just talking about this and that. And it didn't feel right. Sure. So I didn't ask. Later on in the day, I was still praying and I asked God, how can I get this money, God? You know, if I don't get into Preschool All Stars and get the information that I need, I can't open in January. And if I don't open in January, that's going to affect what I'm trying to do, which is to bring families to my preschool and also maybe expose them to our church for those who are interested. So for me, I'm mission minded and this has to work. This is your will for my life. And so I ended up, I couldn't get an answer. So I ended up praying about, I was looking through Facebook for a lady named Sheila. I'm looking through Facebook and a lady named Sheila came up and I called my mom and asked Sheila if she would be able to help me with this project because she knows me from my childhood. Yeah. And so my mom said, no, I don't think she would. And I was like, man, that was my last hope, you know, because I was seeking God for who could I ask? Yeah. And it wasn't it. And so my mom kept talking and talking and I'm like, Mom, I got to go. And so I said, I got to go and pray. And when I went to pray, I ended up praying about it and I asked God, I said, Lord, I acknowledge you in all of my ways. And you said in your word that you would direct my path. And so, God, that's what I'm praying and I'm asking you for right now. He did that. And I prayed and I went to sleep. After I went to sleep, when I woke up, I got a text from my mom and she said, check your cash out. Now, my mother is older than me. She's about 67. No, she's in her 70s. She don't really know to work cash out by herself. But let me tell you, God allowed
Wow.
her to send me that money. She sent me $600
Mm,
to join Preschool All Stars. Yes.
that is beautiful.
So yeah.
I love that. And I'm so, it just makes my heart so happy because I know there's people out there saying, you know, I don't have the money. It's
Yeah.
too expensive. I can't afford it. And we have to change the way we think because guess what? That takes our power away. If I keep saying I don't have the money, then I'm powerless. Like nobody gave me money today. I don't have the money. How can I get the money? You just shift one word. Put the how in front of any question. Okay. And you'll figure it out. Wait, your brain will figure it out. Okay. I love that. Well, thank you, my friend. I'm going to let you get back to everything you're doing. So I'll go ahead and if you're okay, I'll go ahead and remove you now. And thank you so much, friend. All right. We'll see you soon.
Thank you. Bye, everyone.
Beautiful. We got Ebony and Ashley. Are we still good on time, ladies? I've kept you a little bit longer. Good on time. Okay, cool. All right. Well, let's go ahead. Next, I would like to have let's see. Oh, let's do this one. All right. Ebony, my girl, go ahead and unmute for me.
Hello.
Oh, it's good to see you.
Nice to see you.
Let's dive right in. Where did you come into my world? Where and when?
A couple months ago, actually. My story is interesting. I was looking for a online preschool for my daughter. And I didn't even know if people were offering that, but I ran across a post. It wasn't even an ad. It was just a post of someone talking about their online preschool. So I clicked on her profile and it happened that we were already friends, but I didn't know her personally. And it was Kristen Lucas Smith.
Oh, love Kristen.
Yes. And so I messaged her and got my daughter enrolled. And through watching her teach her online preschool, I thought maybe this is something I can do because I am I worked in child care for years. And I was also a licensed child care provider. I had just got licensed December 2019. Yeah. And so when COVID hit, I had just started like marketing and getting ready to get kids. And then COVID happened. And then I ended up, I had one child and he had to stay home because of COVID. And then I went into on unemployment.
Right.
So when my daughter was in Kristen's class and I was watching this, I thought this is something that I thought about doing and maybe I could do it too. So I asked Kristen, actually before I asked her, I was on Facebook again and I saw one of your ads with Kristen talking about
like, wait a second, that's my kid's teacher. What is she doing here? She's on an ad.
Yeah. So that's how it was. And so I asked Kristen about your book and she helped me get into the free group and just kind of gave me some pointers about like what she was taught and what you had taught her. And so I got the book from actually Kristen. She had an extra copy. And so I was reading it and then I was in the group and then you started doing your lives. And so I was watching. And so that's how I got started.
That's awesome. Now, then you came into the challenge and you posted your script. And how did you feel when you were posting it?
I felt really confident about it because of all of your coaching before it. Okay. I felt confident because I had everything laid out in front of me. And so as I was doing it step by step, that helped me get through it.
Yeah. But then you posted it.
Right.
And then what?
I didn't get any signups, but I did get a lot of engagement. The most engagement I've got on any Facebook post I've ever posted. So that was a good feeling. It was a great feeling, but I didn't get any signups.
Right. So you didn't get any signups, feeling a little bit discouraged a bit, you know, that like, this idea that I had everything ready, it should have worked, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now this is why I brought you on. Okay. I love people that take action. I love you. I love you so much because that's the only way that preschools will be created. Like that's part of my mission is to help preschools be created, help you create income, right? So I can't very well, it'd be frustrating on my mission if preschools don't get created, if you don't create income. So But when I saw you take action on something, so you joined Preschool All-Stars what day this week?
Monday.
As soon as we opened, you were jumping right on in, like, let's go. Even though it didn't work out there, I know there's other strategies coming down the pipe. Okay, clearly you like probably appreciated the step-by-step and stuff. So you came in. Now you got right to work. I assume you went right into the guides and you started going down that thing. Yeah,
I did. I don't think I've got much sleep since Monday.
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. That's your choice, though. That's your choice. Ashley's shaking her head. Me either. Me either, too, everybody. I think we're all in the same place. Anyways, but here's the thing. I was scrolling on Facebook, okay? And this stopped my scroll. All right, let me share my screen. And I know that we'll still be able to see. There we go. So now you guys can see that. But this, my friend, stopped my screen. It was Eboni. And I was like, somehow I saw her post here. And this is a different graphic. I don't know if you guys know, but this is a different template. And I was like, oh, hey, somebody's doing our 1K in 1 day script. Okay. This is our 1K in 1 day script. And so when I saw this, I was like, that's a new all-star. Oh, I can't wait to see how much she gets, right? Because we've had people get, $500 in an hour, $1,000 in a day, $2,000 in a couple days. Like it varies, obviously, right? But like 99% of people get money, period. Okay. And I was like, oh, I want to find out, like, she's taken action. If she's gotten to this point in our, so far in our training, like clearly she is working through that training. I'm proud of her. I want to support her. So I click on this. And at the time there was no link here. And I click on, I'm like, wait, where's the link? And I was trying to find your post, this 1K in 1 day script. I could not find your post. I messaged you. I was like, you don't have a link. Oh no, like we have a problem. Houston, we have a problem. You're like, well, it has to get approved, whatever. I was like, okay, well, as soon as it does, get that link on there. I want to make sure you didn't miss out on this because it's a great strategy. So now I've been kind of following, and every now and then when I see this beautiful pink graphic on my feed, then check this out. Earlier today, when I thought of having you on, you had $150 on this. Now, hold up. Before I go to your face, and I don't know if you guys can see each other's face, that's fine. But in a second, I'm going to show your face. But like, I was like, oh my gosh, you just made $150 on your 1K in 1 day script in a couple hours. Like you had posted it. The actual script, it got approved and stuff like that about like what, 5, 7, 8 hours ago. And so I was like, dang, right? That's amazing. And then I like contacted you. And at that time, a couple hours ago, like maybe 2 hours ago, you were at 175. Now get this, everyone, get this. I just clicked it a second ago. And I don't know if you know this. Maybe you do. Maybe you've been updating it and like looking at it. $275 while she's been sitting here for the last 2 hours. She just made $100.
Right.
$275. Like that is the power of this. Holy cow. Congrats.
Thank you. I was so excited. You would think I never made $175. I was so excited.
Because you made it. It was like, you know what? I did something. I followed the steps. Not every strategy hits every single time, the very first time. But knowing all you know now, guess what you can do in the future? You can go back, do the founding family post in a couple months from now. You're going to whiz through it because it's going to be faster. You've already done it. You can do this support script, this 1K in 1 day script. You can do this in the future. Here's what I'm trying to get across to everybody. When you post that script, some of you get frustrated. Oh no, I didn't get signups. Okay, hold up. I got to get a quick drink. Some of you get a little bit frustrated and you kind of get down. You say, I don't know that this is going to work because it worked for them, but it won't work for me. These 3 ladies, they didn't get signups, friends, originally. Okay. And Eboni still to this day haven't gotten a sign up yet.
Not yet.
Yet. Put that in your phrase every single time.
Yeah. I did get 2 interest, but no signups yet.
Exactly. I haven't got any signups. Well, that's because that's what you're focusing on. How can I get the signups? So my girl gets right to work. She got into All Stars on Monday. She goes straight through our 30-day challenge. She sticks that on there. $275 later. Hello. That's worth plenty of signups. Like if she had gotten 4 or 5, actually that would have been what? $300 would have been 6 $47 online students. That's literally worth 6 students right there. But that alone just covered how many months of your Preschool All-Stars membership? Like many. I don't know. I don't do the math. But a lot. So that just covered multiple months of membership. The membership paid for itself in, what are we? You're on now day 4 of our membership. It just paid for itself.
Right.
It's beautiful. And then some. That's awesome. Congrats to you. I'm so proud. So now what is your feeling? Now that you see the ball is rolling, now what is your feeling?
I'm excited to see what's next. I'm
Yes.
just excited because that was only 2 things, and I'm only on day 4. So
Love that. Now, some people are asking, hey, can we do that script? Of course you can. It's in Preschool All-Stars, but you can't do it until you do the steps beforehand, because that 7-day challenge, that founding family script, sets the stage on your Facebook page, right? It sets the stage where it primes people. It primes the pump for people to be like, oh, how fun. She's doing that cute preschool. That's so great. They share it. They love on it. And then a week later, or about a week later, they see this, you know, fundraiser script. Okay. It's a very unique script that we have. And then they're like, well, of course, because I couldn't put my kid in your preschool. I don't have a kid, but I would love to support you. Right. So yeah, works like gangbusters. I'm so excited. So you can do it. Yeah. People can do it, but not right now. They have to go through the steps because it all goes on top of each other. Okay. Well, I'm proud of you. Do you need to bounce out, or are you still okay to stay for a minute?
I can stay.
Okay. Awesome. Well, Ashley, go ahead. And I'm super excited. Go ahead and unmute.
All right.
Hey, how are you?
Hi. Good, good. Tired.
Yes, I know.
On the East Coast, it's 10:30.
Well, let's get right to it. So where did you come into our world?
I looked on the Facebook group and it said that I joined September 16th. So weeks, maybe?
Yeah. Awesome.
Weeks.
And
yeah.
what was your life like before you joined?
I am a stay-at-home mom, but I also take care of my 4-year-old niece full time. And I also take on a 6-month-old 2 days a week on top of that. Plus, I have a cat that you guys may have saw earlier and a dog who is very high energy.
Yeah.
So I'm very busy and very stressed out.
Yeah, stressed out.
And so, yeah, where I'm at with it is I would like to, with my niece being 4 years old, my son almost being 3, you know, kind of either include them in the preschooling or work. Yeah, like.
You're still in the idea phase, correct? You're very much like possibilities?
Yeah, I'm still in the idea phase. I did the founding family script, and I got, like Eboni, got a lot of likes, shares. I got very discouraged at first because I was getting more likes on my profile picture.
Right.
Then, like, I'm like, no, guys, like, that's not the point. The point is, like, my wall. Go to my wall.
Yes.
I'm like, the picture is just to be, like, professional looking. Go to my wall. So, yeah.
So you got a little bit discouraged because now what did you want most? Like, yes, your 4-year, you know, your 3-year-old and then the 4-year-old niece and stuff, to be able to have an experience preschool for them. But like, is life fine right now? Is life like things are chill, like everything's fine? Or is there some things that you're trying to make improvements on?
I'm trying to not be stressed out. It's stressful. Yeah. And I don't make any income other than watching kids right now. So I feel like comparison, I'm almost like a daycare.
Sure.
So I have that, and my sister's been working overtime. So I have my niece 12 hours a day.
Yeah.
Monday through Friday.
Yeah.
So it's, plus my own, plus animals and stuff. So it's not exactly a daycare, but it's like a zoo.
Yeah, I get you.
And so I'm just at the point where, you know, I'm making very little money. I'm not charging my sister an arm, leg, or daycare prices. So I'm making very little for a high stress environment, feeling like it's a daycare, working 12-hour days. And so I'm just like, I need something. Also, my husband has kind of a dangerous job. He's a mason, so he hangs off of buildings.
Wow.
And recently, one of his coworkers and one of his friends from actual trade school, the support landing thing fell out, and he was in the hospital, critical care for a while, and then he did not make it, and he left behind 4 kids and a wife.
Yeah.
So it could have been any one of them. That really puts it in perspective, like something like that could happen, and I'm not making enough to carry on if something like that were to happen. And then also I just have a background of education and children, and this opportunity literally is just like ideal.
Yeah.
It's
so
like,
I get that.
It was just like, oh, like
I love that.
Like you can do arts and crafts and invite kids and your silly goofy self and make money doing it. And I'm like, okay.
Yes, yes, yes. I love that. So getting rid of, because that's the thing, if that's the only way you know how to create income, you feel trapped. You feel like,
and I'm familiar with Canva. I've created business cards and logos for other people on Canva. I'm tech savvy. Right. I have a bachelor's degree in advertising, so I do have an art background. Yeah. And it's just, it's almost like it's made for me, but starting a business is hard. And your journey and everything that you went through, and the fact that it's just all laid out and you're literally following step by step. Right. Like being handheld. And I feel like that's what I need because of my current situation. You know what I mean? I don't have the time to sit on the computer for hours and Google about LLCs and sole proprietorships and following this paperwork or what paperwork, or am I doing this right? And then finding out I'm not, and it being a costly mistake. So this is like laid out for you step by step. Yeah. And never in a million years would I be like, oh, I'm just going to throw it out there on Facebook and see what happens. Like, I'm a list person, and it's like I want to make sure it's all settled. So it was very scary to just be like, all right, I'm starting preschool and I'm going to put it on Facebook without filing or opening anything up or doing, because I have a business background. I have an associate's degree in business too. And I've talked to my accountant already because I have done the MLA things and selling things and stuff like that. And I feel bad because I'm probably a nightmare to him. But so I have knowledge about it, but to have it actually laid out for you where you can go step by step, like, yeah, it's gold. Like everyone's been saying, it's gold. And the website stuff, I've attempted to build websites, even with Wix, where it's supposed to be like easy plug-in. Right. And no, it's not that easy. But I've also in school did, coding classes and actually tediously wrote out codes to build websites. So you got the website builders or you got actual coding. And I'm familiar with it all. But again, the time that it takes. So to have a book and resources to just be able to do it. And I'm just, I
love it. No, it's good.
Like,
it's good.
I think I've posted several times somewhere. It's like a unicorn. Like All Stars membership is like the unicorn. You are the fairy godmother, and then the hub and everything else, like the preschool in a box, is just like fairy dust on top of it.
That's awesome. That's the best analogy ever. You win the game. I love it. So let's go back for a second. So you posted your script because this is before you joined All Stars. You posted your script. You got it bit down because you're like, oh man, now it's back to daycare days, I guess. Maybe possibly. Yeah, feeling that a little bit. When did you join All Stars?
Immediately. I was one of the first 100.
Rock on, girl, rock on. So, but you said, you know what? There's something here. Let's try this out. So you jumped in.
Headphones in on my phone with my laptop next to me, like kids asleep, and I'm like, oh, she's gonna go now, okay.
Right. Somebody said they had their card in their hand the entire 2 hours I was talking.
Right on my nightstand because I was juggling other things, but yeah.
Yeah. But there, your post didn't get any signups, and you're kind of sitting like, all right, well, what's next, right? But something happened today, and it was pretty funny. I posted because I wanted somebody. I said, which one of my All Stars has posted their post on, posted their post, whatever it's called. Let's restart that. Which one of my All Stars posted their 5-day script and didn't get any signups for a couple days, but now all of a sudden got a sign up. And you were like, wait a second, that just happened. How are you in my head? I was like, I'm sending you a DM. So tell me, many days went by, no signups, and then all of a sudden out of the blue, what happened?
I don't even think I updated either. I was like, all right, like, you know, 3 hours left. And then that's my last update. Like, I didn't even
a couple days ago
update. I just like let it sit there for a minute because my son was sick and then I got sick. So I was like, you know, I'm taking a rest day, and I just kind of like let it sit. I was like, but I put it up. I got it out there. I put my feelers out. I tagged, you know, I did tagging both days. Yeah. And it was my childhood babysitter's granddaughter was talking to a friend, and she's like, hey, I mentioned your preschool to someone and I told her to get a hold of you. I'm like, okay, so someone I don't know.
Yeah.
And I figured that's how it would be because I'm going through friends, family on my list, and as I'm tagging them, I'm like,
no, they won't sign up.
Or you know what I mean? So I don't have anyone in mind directly to tag.
Right.
I'm like, I'm still gonna tag everyone because you never know.
Yeah,
like
they know people
that know people that know people. And I figured that's where it's gonna come from.
Yeah.
So although I was discouraged, like, I didn't really get anything. And I jumped right in to All Stars.
Yeah. Because
I just, with you talking about everything, like, the value of everything.
Yeah.
The hub, the preschool in a box with the curriculum, the option to buy a second-year curriculum, like all the documents, the paperwork, the Canva templates, like you've literally have it all.
I tried. I did try.
No, and then adding the Spanish on top of that, I don't know any Spanish. Yeah. I took French in high school, and my dad's side's Italian.
That's awesome.
Well, so I'm like, should have like I can play a video and add that too. This is perfect because you know it's valuable. It's valuable to be bilingual, and it's just literally everything. So I knew just taking the lunge into All Stars was definitely. Like there was no doubt in my mind. I really wasn't on any fence. I was like, let's jump over this fence.
Awesome. I love it. Let's burn down the fence, actually. So this is my question to you then. Knowing all that you know now, right? You've been on the other side of the fence and you are in Preschool All-Stars land. And we've got people who are still on the other side looking at that fence saying, that looks pretty scary over there. I don't know if I'm ready for it. You know, I'm not ready. No money, no time. It's not the right time. I don't know if it'll work for me, all those things. If somebody was on that fence saying, I just don't know, what would you say to them?
Come on over. It's like tool time. Come see what Wilson's face looks like. I'm probably aging myself right there. But
I know your reference. Ebony's like, nope, I don't know that reference. That's okay, girl. We aged ourselves. It's okay.
But yeah, I love it. Yeah, I hear you.
That's awesome. Okay, come on over. Come check it out. I love that.
Yeah, I can't express enough the value. And I think I watched a short video clip of like all that the hub has or does, and I watched like you kind of go through like even within that, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like you're like you can build your own website if you want to, like, and I'm like, no,
yeah,
the hub, that's
yeah, I love it.
I don't want to have to build a website because I've tried before.
Right. Well, Ashley, thank you so much for sharing with us. You're phenomenal. I'm so proud of you for getting your one sign up. You have turned the key a little bit. You will continue to turn it over and over.
I need to get on the ball and do the 1K. And I'm like,
there you go. Oh, I think we lost her somehow. There you are.
Are you there?
Yeah.
Like as I was waiting, I'm like reading through my tasks.
Awesome. All right, girl. Well, I appreciate you. You're phenomenal. Thank you so much. Ebony, I have one last question for you really quick. So if you had something to say to All Stars who they aren't sure about, you know, the other side and what's the next step, right? Because Joy just showed us this crazy challenge, and I don't know about, if I can handle any more of that craziness. It was a lot, but like you've gone through the training, right? You've gone through the 1K in 1 day script, you get $275. So if they're on the fence about like, what's next for me, what would you tell them?
I would tell them just to go all in, because it's worth it. And especially if it's in your heart, something you've been thinking about, this is definitely the time to go for it. I have been reading through everything, and I can't even put into words how much information is there and how much help is there. Things that I've thought about for over 10 years of how to put it all together, it's there. So I would say if it's in your heart to teach kids, work with children, and change your life, then go in and do it tonight.
Phenomenal. Thank you so much, Eboni and Ashley. You guys are amazing. Tonight, like you have no choice. All right, ladies, we'll see you later. Bye, friends.
Bye. Thank you.